What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am Landon Share, and today we are going to be feeding the Lion Pride behind me. We have a special treat for them. We've got some lobsters here and we've got a bunch of steak, but as you guys can see, this stuff is hard as a rock right now. It's got ice on it and it needs to be thawed out. So our first mission right now is to thaw these guys out. These actually were in the fish tank at one time. They passed away because there was a bacteria outbreak. There was too much for the tank and these guys sadly didn't make it. The rest of them are fine. But what we have to do is fill this bucket just like this. We got the hose going. And we just need to get a good amount of water so that the steak and the lobster will be covered. We'll let these guys sit for a little bit and then we'll be ready to feed the lions. Hi, sweet mama. This is one of our big lion girls. She's a white lion. If you guys haven't met her yet, and if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. If you guys have been here before, welcome back to the channel. I love working with these girls, but here on the channel, we work with all sorts of big cats around the property. We've got Limbani the chimpanzee. It was just his birthday, and that video either will be out prior to this or just after, so you're gonna have to look on the channel. But this right here is our big white lion girl. Hello, sweet girl. And I think she's pretty hungry. We've got another white lion girl up there. We've got Max on top of the rock, and we've got Zeus, the liger boy, within this pride. So we are going to see just how hungry they are. Let's thaw out the lobsters. These guys are going for a swim. We're going to dunk this one in, dunk this one in. Oh, they're going down to the bottom. And then we've got our steaks here. Hopefully all of it fits so that the water will get in there. The lions won't mind a little soupiness. Let's see here. Extra flavor, extra protein. I think that's fine though. We leave that one like that. Get this one in here. Just like that. And now we wait.
1 hour later.
And after a long wait, the steak is all thawed out. It is ready to go. And guys, this red meat is going to be just the most special treat for these lion kids, but I'm thinking they're really gonna love these lobsters. We tried a lobster head before and they didn't really like it because I think there was not much meat to it. Maybe the smell's too funky, so we're just gonna have to see what happens today. But I think now that all of this is thawed out, you can see the tail's moving now and it is all ready to go. There's meat all in the legs, all in the tail, and in the head area of this. But I think we're gonna start with the steak first. All right, lion kids, who wants some steak? Who wants some steak? Look at the big yawn and the big teeth. Oh my goodness. Do you want steak, big boy? Oh my goodness. I think Max wants some steak. What about this liger boy? Do ligers like steak? Are you just a big golden retriever like Maverick? He says, oh, just for me. And it's all for me. This is Mac, our big lion boy, and Zeus. Look at the big old butt on that guy. He's just a crazy looking creature. Zeus is half lion, half tiger. This guy is pure male lion. Come on around. Come on. Can we sit? Can you sit? Oh, we're gonna stand. You wanna stand all the way up? Max, come up. All the way. All the way. He says, I know that game. You have to pull it out of the box first. So what we're gonna do, I think this one looks juicier, so we're gonna save it for the last box. We're gonna open this guy up. Oh man, we got a big old steak here. Alrighty, Max, let's stand up. Look at this big boy. Oh my goodness, Max, you are just an animal. He says it's chow time, and Max does tend to get a bit grumpy, so we're probably gonna hear some vocal effects as we're going through this. If I don't feed him fast enough. Oh, it's a little chicken nugget. You want chicken nuggets? There you go. Oh my goodness. Max is very food aggressive. He is the leader of the pride here, and these girls always let him eat first. That's how we set him up in these lockouts here. He always gets his big pile of chicken first. Usually, if you guys haven't seen those videos, we take a big chicken quarter and we cover it in an Oasis diet. It's a multivitamin to make sure that they're getting all the nutrition that they need, because even with this juicy steak, all they're getting is this muscle meat from the animal. They're not getting the organ meat and the nutrition that they would get from a full animal prey item in the wild. But this guy does love this stuff. Oh my goodness. We are just climbing up. Look how big he is compared to me. He is just a big boy. Oh my goodness. I know, but you love him, don't you? Now, I don't really like to tease him too much because I know he gets grumpy and I know he is impatient. So we're trying to work quickly here, but I also don't want to just give everything to you, Max. I don't want to just give everything to you, you big head. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. He said that stuff is delicious. Hopefully you act like this with the lobsters too. Alrighty, so we've got these 2 pieces. Let's see if Max will let us feed Zeus at all. Zeus, come on. We don't want to cause a problem here, but everybody gets some. Oh, yes. Oh, ear scratchies. He's going to be a grumpy gill, because I know him. Zeus and Max are basically brothers. They're about the same age, and they've grown up together their whole lives, ever since they were tiny. This guy will get a lot bigger. Oh, my goodness. What the heck? I don't got any more for you. That's a lie. We do have more steak. But Zeus will get much, much larger than Max. Max just doesn't have it in his genetics. The male lion, when it breeds with a female tiger, creates this thing called hybrid vigor, which makes the size of this liger that you see today. He could get up to 1,000 pounds, where the lion will maybe get half that if he's full grown. He's still got a lot of big mane area to fill in here because Max is a younger male lion. Oh my goodness, you just got the prettiest smile. Oh my goodness, you grumpy grouch. Max wants me to get more steak, as you guys can tell. I don't know if these lazy girls, what are you lazy girls doing back here? They are just laying all out. It's a really cool day here. It's overcast. If you see the clouds over there in the distance, it is just totally covered with clouds in the sky, which makes for a really cool atmosphere for them. They love it when it's not blazing hot. Basically down here in South Florida we get an African-like heat. Nobody really likes being fully active during that because why waste the energy? That's why these guys mainly eat at night or later in the afternoon, which is typical to when they would hunt and when they would eat in the wild. But this stuff, look at this. We've got some steak here. Oh man. Oh yeah, up top, Max. You are just a good boy. Look at those big hooks on him. Every time we feed him, I try to point out how big his claws are. He is just a beast. He is just foaming at the mouth. Oh my goodness. Guys, and don't try this at home. Although Max might be a gentle giant with me, obviously we do have this barrier in between us. He's getting me covered in dirt. I am very experienced in feeding him. Even though there is an enclosure here, he could still get his hooks through this, and it could be a very dangerous situation. This wire does have a little flex to it, and if I get too close and he hooks me through this enclosure, that is not good for me. I won't be let go until he wants to release me. So guys, if you do have the opportunity to get close to a lion for some reason, please don't do it. These guys are very dangerous animals, and I probably shouldn't even have to say that, but oh, are you hungry? We're gonna put it up top. Up top. There we go. I'm careful not to get the fingers in there, and if I do put fingers in there, it's in places where I know I'm not gonna be hurt. The girls are getting excited now. They seem to be playing with something over there. I want to give this guy over here another piece. I'm gonna give this big boy another piece. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy. Oh yeah, that's a happy boy. That's a happy boy. You are just a gentle giant. You see how he's not as growly and grouchy as Max is? Really, Max only gets like that when we're feeding him. But this big guy here is a sweetheart. They have it in their demeanor. It's just a liger thing. They're big, gentle giants. Max over there, not so much. Look how tall he is. He's not even off the ground. His feet are on the ground. And look how tall his head is compared to me. Hey, big guy, here you go. Here's a treat for getting up. Here's a treat. Shut the lockout door. Oh my goodness, down the hatch. You didn't even chew it, really. We shut the lockout door so that way Max wouldn't come in here and bother him. It seems that we're only going to be able to give a treat to these two today. Here you go, big boy, through the gap. Oh, goodness. Oh, man. But he is basically as tall as me, almost 6 feet tall, just standing up, which is absolutely ridiculous, the size of him. Look at the size compared to Max. You are a lot shorter, I'm sorry. You are a lot shorter, but that's just because you're a lion boy. He doesn't like being called short. Now we've got our lobsters here. It is lobster time. We do have a little more steak here, but I think we do have a little bit more steak here, and Max is eyeing it. What is this though, Max? We have a lobster. Oh, do we want lobsters? What is this? He's smelling it. All right, I think Max does not want lobster. He's just eyeing that steak, and that's okay. Do you want any lobster, senor? What is this? What is this? Here you go. Oh, big lobster tail. He said, what the heck? I've never smelled this sea animal before. He says, that's definitely not steak. You can see how he's questioning it a bit. He doesn't know what this is. What is that? What is that, Zeus? If this guy doesn't want this and Max doesn't want it, we're just gonna give him the leftover steak, and I think I know exactly who we're gonna give the lobsters to. Max, do you want another piece of steak here? The last piece of steak, we're going up big. Oh, we're loading up for the jump. He pounced on it with perfect precision. He got nose boops. And he is a happy boy, and we've got a last piece of steak here, guys, for a big boy. His name is Zeus. We're gonna get him to come over here one more time. Do you want to stand up for this? Will you even stand for this? Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go, big boy. He said, that's too much work for me, Dad. That is too much work for me. Oh my goodness. Look at the licking lips. That is just a beautiful piece of steak. Down the hatch, big boy. You're just so nice. You're much nicer than your brother. Let's go take care of these lobster. All right, so we've got the lobsters here. These poor guys. I really am sad that these guys didn't make it. We do have the big 220-gallon tank with the lobsters in it. We hear otters crying on the other side of us, but I think I know just who would want a lobster treat. I don't know how this is gonna go down, but these little spikes, you might think these are really sharp, but with this guy, nothing phases Lazy. Lazy, do you want to come up here? This pond is empty right now. Wow, those otters are pretty talkative today. You are crazy, kids. Lazy, come on. Now this is pretty slick stuff, so I don't want to slip down there, which could be bad for me because Lazy is not so trained. Lazy, do you want some of this? Oh, come on. Lazy knows his name. Let's see. Let's get around this way. Come on. Lazy, come on. Come on. Lazy, come on. Ready? Oh, man. Crunch time. That was so cool. This is amazing. Look at this. Lazy, you are an amazing creature. Max has some jaw power, but nothing like you. You are a top predator. Look at this carapace, this hard shell. If you guys have ever touched a lobster before, I can't even hit it too hard without worrying I'm gonna cut myself on one of these big spikes. But this guy is plated with armor, and oh man, oh, Lazy is enjoying that right now. He said, lobster. I've never had lobster before. All right, Lazy, we got another one for you. If you're open to it. All right, in 3, 2. Oh man. Oh. And down the hatch it goes. Lazy, you are incredible. Was that a tasty treat, Lazy? You're a big boy. That is awesome, guys. Lazy is our massive American alligator here. If you haven't met him before, he is not a picky eater, as you guys can see. Anything that goes in that thing is crunch time. So Lazy enjoyed a treat. That's not his main diet. It's just a little bit of an enrichment to his diet. He gets all those good flavors down the hatch. We got Max and Zeus got all those good flavors of the steak down the hatch. Don't worry, the girls are getting steak as well. We've got plenty. But if you guys have stayed here to the end, I thank you for sticking around and watching Lazy with his crazy power. Even though you didn't click on this video to see an alligator, we have all sorts of different animals around the property. And if you guys want to check out those videos, you're going to have to subscribe below. I will see you guys in the next adventure. Peace.